Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more Pokemon White version! Last time, Blair learned of a devious plot by Team Plasma to capture Victini on Liberty Island, and he spent 30 minutes of our time shouting at the sailors to take him there because a mythical Pokemon of legend living in the basement of the Statue of Liberty was in grave danger. Unfortunately, he did not make any such accomplishment because they wouldn't let him on without a ticket. It was pretty boring. This time, we find ourselves back in where else but Castelia City, because there is still more of this city to see, but we're almost done. So first off, on this pier, I believe this place is called Prime Pier. Lots of P's in there. This is Team Plasma's getaway boat that they were using to get away with Victini. I just kind of thought I'd show that it's there. It's kind of another fun little detail to that event if you are not able to play it. The other thing that I want to show is, I want to go up north. For up this way, Dopey Me did not ever go into either of these two buildings. They are the only buildings that we have yet to explore in all of town. I talked with a lot of people upstairs. It was fun. I'm invited to a party, but the person in front of the elevator wants to pat me down. Or is it just my imagination? I will be the guinea pig. Yes, I want to go up. I need to check you. Frisk, 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 and one more frisk. If you're playing as the girl, he will not do that. He will only pat you down if you are a boy. Maybe it would have affected the age rating. I can kind of see that being the case. I'm not really sure why it is, but it's kind of an interesting bit of trivia that you might not realize unless you were doing repeat playthroughs. Up here, we got some people who just kind of want to have some conversation. Hello, have you tried a Castelia cone yet? I bought one, but it's just mush in my pocket. Bought one on Tuesday. Yeah, I actually had that wrong. It's not that you have to get there early. Ich habe mir nun ein Auto zugelegt. Damn it, damn it. Oh, whoa, watch your mouth there, buddy. Speaking of raising the age rating, ist die nachste Statute Gangst in the Orden zum Greifen na. I'll stop right there. It's actually, wait. Okay, I need to try that last word. Führerschein Prüfung. Okay. I don't know what you just said, though, but it sounded really funny. I've always liked how German sounds and how it's spelled, and if that's not even German, I deeply apologize for offending your culture. But, Castelia cones, yes, they can only be purchased on Tuesday, otherwise that guy will get the last one. You, otherwise cannot obtain them. It doesn't have anything to do with how early you get there. My boyfriend isn't good at getting out of bed in the morning. In fact, he's so slow getting out of bed that I asked this Pokemon to use Wake Up Slap. Oh, are you dating that businessman that we talked to over in the Battle Company? I see. World building, continuity, I appreciate it. Ciao, ti stai divertendo. Is Differentendo like Microsoft and Sony? That's all I got. I asked my Pokemon to use Sing instead of an alarm clock, but I can't get up at all. I don't know. Aw, that's boring. They're just dating another Pokemon Ranger. Come on. I want a cute Pokemon too, so I can use this. We get TM45 Attract. I consider TMs an important item, so that's part of why I wanted to come up here. It'll inflict the attraction status on Pokemon of the opposite gender, making them sometimes unable to attack. Can be solved by switching out, though, and it's very situational, so I don't really like using it. But maybe you might want it. I'm not even going to try offending my own culture by not reading that. Okay, I do like the word amigos, though. Girl, no need. Girl, thank you for not keeping me hostage any longer. That was kind of scary. I was like, are you ever gonna move? Hey, trainer, check out my moves. Have you gone to the next city yet? I learned this move at the musical over there. Pretty cool, isn't it? I'll have to remember what you said for a little bit later, but that's all there is in this building. Actually, the man in the shade's behind the counter. Where are you from? Really? You're from New Town? It's a great place. I'm surprised you've ever heard of it. It's got a population of literally 5. Is that the right use of literally? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's a little hard to say for that one because I do mean it in terms of what the word actually means and not figuratively. Yeah, it is, actually. So I wasn't misusing it. Yeah, I know what Patrat's ability is. I ragged on it a lot already. What kind of abilities do your Pokemon have? Good ones, I'll say that much. I like Moxie, I like Lightning Rod. It's a good idea to provide service to race Pokemon for trainers. What? There's a Pokemon daycare on Route 3? I've been thinking about starting a new business, but it's quite a chore. I'm a Pokemon fanatic. I am famous in Castelia too. Oh look, you have a Pokedex. How many Pokemon have you found so far? 36 Pokemon? This is quite a Pokedex. I'm quite impressed, so I will give this to you. The Eviolite, however you pronounce it, regardless of how you say it, tomato, tomato. It does not change the fact that this is one of the most powerful items ever conceived. It will raise the defense and special defense of the Pokemon holding it as long as they are capable of evolution. This has made some unevolved Pokemon more competitively viable than their evolutions if they're meant to tank. It is a fantastic, awesome item. And if you're training up a Pokemon and don't want to use the experience share on it, easily equip it. It's always worth your time. In some cases, if you're training up a Pokemon and you're just letting it evolve later than it normally would so that it can learn a move earlier, it's also helpful for that. Great, great item. When I gaze down at the city from the tall building, I tremble because I'm scared of heights. I know, buddy. I was not afraid of heights at all or really afraid of anything as a kid, but as I've gotten older, I'm afraid of just more and more. No, I don't want to hear about the badges. I don't want you spoiling gym leaders. I've already had to crop out part of the trainer card screen because I don't like the fact that it shows you all the gym leaders up front. And I kind of like keeping it a bit of a mystery for those that haven't seen this before, so I'm trying to be courteous. I will not talk to him any further. We will never speak of him again. He will suffer the worst of all fates, the second death. Hatsune Miku up here it can be talked to. Okay, so you're just telling us about the route up there that we've already been to. The last thing that I want to do before we get a move on is I believe we got some nicknames to discuss. I've had a Sandile for a little while, and I think it's time for it to have a name. Before we do, let's talk about Haywire's name real quick. I want to give credit for this nickname also to Shane Francis Soltis on Facebook. I hope that I pronounced her name right. If not, well, you and I can bond over the fact that people mispronounce our names all the time because growing up with my name in a nutshell was just Emily, your table is ready all the time. He suggested the name Haywire for Blitzel within only a couple minutes of the person that I gave credit for it. Facebook kind of likes to auto-moderate comments, and there's times where I think I've read every comment, but I haven't, so I apologize for that. Hopefully something like that will not happen again. But what about Sandile? I had a lot of great nicknames for this one as well. You guys have been kind of ruling with the nickname suggestions, I have to say. Some kind of funny ones were people saying to name it things like Boots or Handbag because, you know, it's a crocodile. Probably my favorite one in that vein was somebody saying to name it Gucci because they make alligator handbags as well as sunglasses. I thought that was kind of funny, if not a little bit dark, and some of you even justified the dark humor with the fact that it's a dark type, and I really like that. Points for style. Another popular suggestion was naming it after Baroque Works, or Crocodile's codename from One Piece, because, well, his name is Crocodile and he'd eaten the sand fruit, having the ability to command the sand. I thought that was another really clever one that worked on a lot of levels. Quite a few people said to nickname it Glug 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 because, hey, I said myself that I couldn't wait for it to be called that. I have to say it, a lot of people said to name it Steve. And it's actually clever because of Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, so for once, I will acknowledge that Steve would have been a pretty good nickname for it. But don't get used to it. But the name that I decided to go with was, as far as I could find, only suggested by 3 people within the time limit. They were Ramil Bulatau on Twitter and Facebook, Jake Halsey on Facebook, and The Lazy Reaper on Twitter. They suggested to name Sandile Terabyte, because it's ground type and it's a crocodile, so it bites a lot. I love it. I know that that's not how you spell the actual word terabyte, but that's what we call a play on words, and I'm very, very happy with this name. Once again, kudos to you guys. Great nicknames. It took a while to decide which one I wanted, and this was only just barely the one that I decided on because they were just so many good suggestions. But with all that done, that is everything in Castelia City except for the 5th and final road that or is it the 5th road? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count, but I guess I'm not really to blame because I think there's 5 piers, so yeah, there's one more pier than there is that. Castelia is shaped like a hand, so I always think that there's 5 roads, but yeah, there's 4. Let's go down this final road and see what belies us, if that's even the correct word. So first off, we got something shiny, a doorway, and we are drawn to shiny objects. That's sort of how human instinct works. There seems to be no one here, as eerie as that seems. We go up to the 2nd floor. For once, they're actually honest with the number of floors in these buildings. Nothing. Nothing at all. Great use of our time, wouldn't you agree? What do you say, actually? You have kind of a funny hat on. What gym leaders test is the strength of the bond between the challenger and his or her Pokemon. Before challenging the gym, you'll want to be sure you have enough potions. I can't talk. I have 6 Pokeballs in my bag, but really, what I want is Great Balls and Ultra Balls. You can't buy them at a Pokemart unless you've collected badges, though. I guess that's what separates you from me. Yeah, well, we try to go into the gym, and wouldn't you know it, hey Blair, I just challenged the gym leader, Berg. He's a seasoned gym leader. He made me work for that gym badge. But for me, bug Pokemon aren't much of a challenge. I'm gonna keep winning like this against all of Unova Region's gym leaders. Then, I'll head for the Pokemon League and outperform the champion. If I do that, everyone will admit what a strong trainer I am. That will make me feel truly alive. Aha! You're the one who fought Team Plasma in Pinwheel Forest. If I remember, your name is Blair. Come to challenge the gym, I suppose? Aw, sorry, but could you wait a bit? Because of course we missed him by 2 seconds flat. We shouldn't have spent all that time exploring. I was informed that Team Plasma has shown up. In fact, come with me. I'm gonna be headed to the dock at Prime Pier. After we got done seeing all those piers, we're just gonna go back down there and see the piers again, I guess. And your Liberty Pier, is this it? Unity Pier. I'm gonna guess this one. Prime Pier, hooray! Come on, this way. Team Plasma, they took this young lady's Pokemon. Blair, is there anything we can do? My Munna. Team Plasma took it. I heard this lady scream and ran after the thief as fast as I could, but this city's so big and so crowded, I'm afraid I lost them. Iris, you did everything you could. But that's so bad! Taking people's Pokemon is really bad, because it's really nice when people and Pokemon are together. They each have something the other doesn't, and they help each other. Iris. Agreed. No fear. We will get that Pokemon back. Right, Blair? Having said that, finding a person or Pokemon here in Castelia City will be like finding a needle in a haystack. Well, that's convenient. I spy a gym leader. Last time went so well, I thought I'd grab another Pokemon. Be thinking I need to get out of here. Blair, let's go! Iris, you stay by that young lady's side. I'm gonna be Bianca's bodyguard. So, you go after those bad guys, okay? Let's make sure Bianca's alright. Oh, Munna, I can't believe it. Here I am, a trainer, and I can't even protect my own Pokemon. I'm sorry. Alright, you're just saying the exact same thing as before. Just wanted to be absolutely sure. Bianca having a Munna is a fair bit of continuity. If you recall, when we saw her in the Dream Yard, she said that she was going to stay behind when Munna and Musharna showed up, and sure enough, she caught that Munna. That way! There, heading toward the gym. Nice and convenient once again. We don't really have to do a whole lot of looking. And looks like he's already taken the liberty of finding them for us. This is definitely the place. No one's here, not a soul. No other Team Plasma members nor any of the 7 sages are inside. If you think I'm lying, why don't we have a little battle and find out? I had a thought. I'll take care of this weak-looking runt so you can show off by handling that tough-looking guy over there. Oh, please, Blair, I'll leave that one to you. History is written by the winners, and it seems like Team Plasma believes greatly in that philosophy, because whoever wins this battle decides if there's anyone inside that building. Once again, affecting the laws of causality, and hey, I like this. Terabyte with your shiny new nickname, giving you that nice sheen and flair in battle. How about we have a Ditto match? I think, let's open with Sandtomb right here. Let's do a little bit of damage over time. Love having these Ditto matches, just seeing who has the better one. I know that he's of a slightly lower level, but still, it'll be kind of fun. And actually, about Terabyte. Again, with having amazing luck. I know that his nature's not really the greatest out there, but you guys were informing me that Terabyte's IVs, it has, I think, at least a 20 in everything except for HP, which it has somewhere between a 14 and an 18, and I think is what was said. But most importantly, its attack IV is guaranteed to be 30. It's almost perfect, so yet again, I have amazing luck with that. Let's see, do I want to use a Sandtomb Physical? Yes, it is, so it does benefit from Moxie. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to one-shot you with Sandtomb. That'd be kind of a jolly wheeze given how weak of a move it usually is, but oh well, it didn't seem like it was meant to be. But that's okay, Assurance isn't exactly gonna hit hard. This guy seems to only have assurance because he didn't catch on to the tip that you want to make sure that your Sandile is exactly level 15. Ha! Catching my Sandile at a lower level gave me the advantage and edge in this battle. Even though I didn't use Bite, it's a lesson that Lieutenant Surge learned long ago, and now you've learned as well. Come on, seriously, all I did was take away people's Pokemon. This is bad. Bad. Bad for Team Plasma, or Plasbad for short. It's in my best interest to go report to the Seven Sages right now. Phew, we got lost. Even with the directions from the X-Transceiver, I couldn't figure it out. Team Plasma is inside. The stolen Pokemon might be in there as well. Okay, I'm going in. Boy, that was some rough deliberation. Okay, this time, I'll join the fight. Come on, Bianca, you too. Wait! Blair, you come too. Well, I don't know what they're expecting to find in there. We were just in this building and there was nothing in there, but maybe our powers of warping reality really are better than we thought. My word, if it isn't the gym leader Berg. So what would you say is the guiding principle of Team Plasma anyway? Take what you want from people? I thought it would be amusing to prepare a hideout right in front of a Pokemon gym, but we were detected more quickly than I imagined. Indeed. No matter. We already have an exceptional base of operations. Is everyone familiar with the legend of the founding of the Unova region? I am. It's a white dragon-type Pokemon, right? The truth is this. The white dragon appeared before a hero who sought the true way to knit together a world full of many warring people. This white dragon Pokemon shared its knowledge and bared its fangs at those who stood against it. Together, the power of this Pokemon and the hero brought unity to the hearts of everyone in the land, and that is how Unova was created. We shall bring back the hero and that Pokemon to Unova once again. If we can win people's hearts and minds, we can easily create a world that Team Plasma, desires. Here in Castelia, we have a lot of different kinds of people. Everyone's ways of thinking and lifestyles are very different. Honestly, there's something about what you're saying that I don't quite understand. One thing we all have in common is that we care a lot about Pokemon. Even people meeting for the first time can talk about Pokemon. Talk, or battle, or trade. Remember your speech at Accumulatown? You were responsible for leading me to rethink my relationship with Pokemon. For that, I thank you. At that time, I made a promise. I swore to myself that I would dedicate myself to Pokemon even more strongly. What you guys are doing? Aren't you going to strengthen the bond between people and Pokemon even more? You are quite hard to figure out, a little more intelligent than I had expected. I am fond of intelligent people, you see. You'll enjoy hearing about this. From every corner of the world, I have gathered knowledgeable people for our king's benefit. You could call them the Seven Sages. Very well, we will submit to your opinion and be on our way. That girl over there, return her Pokemon. Thank you. Mooney, I'm so glad to see you again. Bianca, why are you thanking them? They take people's precious Pokemon. It's just, I'm so happy that my Munna is safe. The friendship between Pokemon and people can be very touching. But in order to liberate Pokemon from foolish people, we will revive the legend of Unova and win the hearts and minds of everyone. Farewell. What are you doing? Why are you letting them get away? Gah. What if we do if anything's happened to the other stolen Pokemon? It's okay. Thank you, Iris. No one was hurt. More than anything, I got my darling Pokemon back again. Okay, if you're happy. What is everyone planning to do now? It would be sensational to look around Castelia City, but that would take weeks, trust me. Don't worry, I'll keep on being your bodyguard. Iris. That's great. Iris is a dazzling Pokemon trainer, but maybe not at home in the big city yet. So a little give and take, People in Pokemon need to help each other out. Also, thanks for looking for the Pokemon. Here, this is for you. A Yachi Berry, that reduces the power of super effective Ice-type moves. I would say, having experience with the anime, you are quite fond of that item. See you. Whoa, wait! She just shoved her out the door. I can just imagine Bianca's legs just trying to keep them as still as possible, and Iris just like reducing the soles of her shoes to dust as she pushes her. And just doing that all over town, but well then, Blair, I'll be waiting in the gym. At least we got to end on a high note, and I want to grab this. Smoke Ball, that enables a sure getaway from wild Pokemon if the Pokemon currently battling is equipped with it. I want to go up to the second floor just to be absolutely sure that we haven't skipped over anything. I don't think we have, but again, doing it to be absolutely sure. You know, I kind of already explained myself. Yeah, okay, nothing up here. Same as any other second floor of an office building. But with all that done, we have finished seeing all of the sights in Castelia City. We got a nickname for Sandile. Sandile finally proved itself in a battle that wasn't against an elemental monkey for once. And we now have the gym available to us. Next time on Pokemon Black and White, we're going to be challenging the Castelia City Gym at long last. I know it was a long road getting here, but I really wanted to show you everything that the city had to offer. And I hope I was able to show you at least something that you didn't know before, or at least show you something that you found interesting to see again, if not. Anyway, see you guys then.